G'day, my name's Steve Buchanan. I'm a stainless steel fabricator here at Evolution Yachts. This is a catamaran, so 2 hulls, or if it's mono hull, they'll build a hull. It's like a floating hotel, so you've got all the different trades, plumbers, pipe welders, you've got chippies going in there putting timber floors in and start building custom furniture. You've got painters that will fair the outside of the hull and make it look like glass. You know, we go through towards the end to measure everything, but our stuff goes on at the end. All the bling, if we're going to call it that, goes on. When I was about 13, 14 at school, year 10, we had work experience back then. Every school holiday I'd go down there for the 2 weeks and be working on, because it was a marine yard, I'd be working on rusty old boats and cutting and grinding, and they'd give me welders and here, have a go at this and have a go at that. And so they just said, you know, do you want an apprenticeship? Jumped at the chance.
And these are our rail locations. We've got removal rails on the foredeck here, 38 diameter into 38 top rail. So we just got to identify every piece, and then you
highlight them on the GA.
Yep, and then you can work through them and tick them off.
Good stuff. Basically, I've got to break it down to every little bit, work out how many metres and all the material required, consumables required to fabricate the jobs, hours required to make it. We've got to break it right down and then put it all together and then come up with a budget. And if we blow out, well, it's all on me. That flat bar in there will eventually find its way on the side of this hull or another hull as a rubbing straight, which becomes a bit of a feature. It started with a coarse grain sanding paper, sanding disc, getting it dead flat and even, taking all the mill out, getting a consistent scratch in it with one grit. And then we change from one grit to the next grit, which is slightly finer again. You go basically cross-cutting different directions, taking those scratches out, and slowly working from heavier to lighter gauges in mops and pressure. So I was just gently running across the top, which was giving us a nice clean mirror finish. On the boat there, it's all visible, it's all like the jewellery. It's out there, it's polished, it's finished, you can't hide it. So therefore when you fabricate and make it, you can't make a massive mistake and just, you know, oh, no one's going to notice that. It's out there. You know, you'll see if something's not square, you'll see it. If it's not cut right, if it's not shaped right, if it doesn't follow the shape of the boat, it's there, you'll see it. If you cut something to a size, it has to be to size. It brings your skills up because you know that. You're constantly checking, cut a measurement, check it again, yeah, that's right, okay, right, now I'll move to the next step. If it's wrong, you'll redo it and make it right. We've actually hand sanded and shaped the domes into them, and then all these radiuses are all been hand ground into them. It's an old school technique, but it works really well. There's that many computerized machines that will do a lot of work for you, but in this certain instance, because there was a radius that way and that way, the actual price of setting up someone's machine as opposed to doing it by hand couldn't justify it, so we've done it by hand and we've achieved exactly what we wanted and some. The self-satisfaction at the end of the job to create something like this speaks for itself. I like quality work. A lot of guys will do a job in some other trades, will build something and then it's gone. You don't know what it was, where it goes, and you'll never see it again. This style of work, you'll fabricate it, you'll build it, it's finished, and once it's done, if it's not in the harbour or it's overseas, you go through a world-class yacht magazine, there it is again, or it's on Foxtel on $1 Million Yachts, there it is, oh there it is, I built that. We're all part of this big team, and you know, we're all working together to produce something that's, you know, world-class.